Welcome, everybody, to Saves Together, a podcast about playing games together, whether that means co-op or passing the controller back and forth or just playing the same game at the same time. It doesn't matter how, it only matters that it's together, because...
When you save together, you stay together.
I'm Craig McGowan.
I'm Grace Novak.
And this is episode 26.
That's right.
That's right. You're no longer on your parents' insurance.
I think that's
Saves
actually
together.
27.
Oh. One more year till you're off your parents' insurance. Saves together. The topic for today is the Anthem demo.
Yes, indeed, that is the topic for today. Not the Anthem game, but the demo.
Just the demo, and we want to make it very clear it's just the demo because, as far as I'm aware, they changed some stuff about it. So, like, the guns might not be as powerful at the level you're at. You start at level 10. The enemies, I think, have different levels of health, right? So,
And obviously, you can only go so far. So
And-
there were only
yeah.
3 story missions that we played. Not even sure if that was the beginning of the game.
it's definitely not.
And then there was one raid-like thing called one stronghold called the Tyrant's Cave. Tyrant Cave.
Tyrant Mine.
Tyrant Mine.
But I didn't get
So we
mine
did that.
vibes out of that.
It was more like a cave.
It was more like caverns.
A
Tyrant
cavern
caverns.
of like spider eggs.
But we'll talk about that in a little bit. First, Grace, what have you been playing?
Oh boy, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 mostly. I beat
No way.
that way.
Were you still playing that? No, you hadn't started last episode, right?
Right, and I beat Assassin's Creed 3. I'm sorry.
Wow.
No, I did not. I beat Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
But have you beaten Assassin's Creed 3?
I have not, nor do I plan
That's
to.
my favorite one.
So yeah, I played through all of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I did a lot more than I thought I was going to do, basically up to the final moment when I got Kingdom Hearts 3. And so I've been playing that and still like slowly getting through Hollow Knight. It's sort of like my morning game where before I go to work, I'll like play it for like 30 minutes and I get like maybe something done. But it's slowly, I think, getting it slightly harder, and it's a little bit throwing me off where it's like, am I going to keep playing this? Like, I want to, but every so often something will push me along, so...
If you're only playing a half hour every morning, you're probably not like maintaining much skill. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Like, it's getting harder, and also you're making it harder on yourself by not really...
But I feel like when I'm back in it, I sort of pick it up again, and then within like 10 minutes, I'm back to like my normal skill.
So you got 20 minutes to get past that part.
Really, yeah, exactly. Well, what have you been playing?
I've been playing, it'd make more sense if I just told you I dove right into a dumpster and gave myself tetanus on a rusty nail or something, because I've been playing the new Tony Hawk's game. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Absolutely not.
Well, it should, but it's not at all, because it's a mobile game.
It would to some people.
And, boy, it's not even a good one.
He's third in the world.
Yeah.
He's third in the world. I mean, and I was like, today, I was like, why are you still playing the game you literally just called trash? And you're like, well, I'm third in the world. I have to maintain my position
And
at this point.
I could play just a little bit more and become second. It's not hard to beat the guy who's in second right now. But I'm not gonna.
Aren't you, though?
I might. I don't like myself. It's very bad. It doesn't... I hooked up an Xbox One controller over Bluetooth to my phone, and I'm pretty sure that's how the people with the highest scores are getting those scores, because playing that thing with touch controls is so weird. And I'm going to complain about something you're not going to understand, but that's okay.
That's an assumption.
The manuals have... It's like up on the D-pad, or, the control stick, but it seems like it's up, but you have to do it. You can't do it when you're in the middle of a trick animation. So if you're coming down from a kickflip, you have to wait till the kickflip stops. It seems. I don't know. I can't tell. It seems like you have to wait for the kickflip to stop, and then you have to just go like up, and hope that you like land while hitting up for like the third or fourth or second time. I cannot figure it out. It should just be up, down. They should have just stolen the controls.
I understood all of that.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
What's a manual?
That's when you take your skateboard and you throw it in the air. I don't know. Listen, I don't need to understand skateboarding to be cool, okay? I don't have to, and he's not making fun of me.
No, I am.
Oh.
You're a square. You're a nerd. I'm going to give you a swirly.
I mean, we're both nerds.
Anyways, it's very fucking bad, and God, just somebody, can we make better skateboarding games? I know we're working on them, but do it faster, because I'm dying here.
What else are you playing?
That's
Is that it?
I don't know.
Ace
Ace Combat
Combat
a little bit still.
Yeah.
Like a mission every couple days.
Monster Hunter. We're both still playing Monster Hunter together.
So that's why, yeah, because when I come home, the only game I want to play really is Monster Hunter. I'm enjoying watching Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, you've far surpassed... You've played a lot without me because you had a day off. So now I'm kind of lost in the plot and...
Is anyone...
It's less fun now? Well, no, what I mean is... I'm not asking you to have stopped playing and wait for me, but I was watching the entire thing, basically, and I knew what was going on. But now I'm like, who's this blue-haired
No, you
thing?
didn't know what was going on, and neither did I. Don't even lie to yourself.
I don't mean, like, knew what was going on, but, like, I could follow along, like, oh, now we're going to this world because this guy said to. I don't need to know who that guy is or why.
You could follow along when I get to a new world. I'm just saying, I don't think all hope is lost.
It's felt
This
like
game
it
is
because
very
you were in Toy Story World. I look up, you're jumping out Andy's window. This looks like the coolest game I've ever seen. It's an open world of Andy's room. That's amazing. I just want a game that's just that.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's so far, I'm enjoying it. I mean, obviously the story means absolutely nothing to me, but it's a good game.
But doesn't the game know that? Isn't it kind of self-aware?
It isn't. It isn't. I would say at this point, it feels like the game is written like, here's all the things that you didn't understand, and now we're gonna just spell it out for you, which is helpful, but there's so many of those things, it all just sounds like mumble jumble still, so, you know.
Ratatouille's in it.
I don't care. Yeah, Ratatouille is in it. I like there's a lot of new little mini games that I really enjoy, so overall gameplay-wise, it's a good time.
My favorite part was when somebody says a bunch of stuff that I don't understand, and then Woody says, I don't understand. He says, like, I don't know about all that.
Woody's like, I don't know what you just said.
Yeah. Listen, partner.
But you gotta get out of here.
That's very good.
There's a snake in my boot.
That's Woody.
Yeah, sorry.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
Or does it do the thing where he's, like, dying and it goes...
I don't know. He's never died. He says something else.
No, but, like, when he's hurt, you know, like, when he's thrown around.
No, I know.
It's, like, the sad...
Yeah, the broken voice box.
All right, what do you say we talk about the demo for Anthem?
Let's do it.
Developed by BioWare Edmonton, which I don't actually know if that's
Who?
if that's like a bad
your cousin?
option. Well, probably because BioWare proper is doing
Dragon
the game.
Age.
Yeah, that thing.
The only game I care about that BioWare makes, let's be honest.
And published by EA. This game is due to release on February 22nd, 2019 for Xbox, PlayStation, and Windows PC. The demo came out this weekend that we're recording, which is, what's today? The 3rd. So it came out on the 1st, and it's only available for this one little
Well, it came
weekend.
out last weekend, too.
That was if you pre-ordered.
Okay, right. So I'm just saying,
And
there are
then-
some people that were playing last weekend
And
as
then
well.
you can start playing on the 15th if you're a VIP EA member or something.
Okay, it's all stupid to
And
me.
then you could play like a couple days early if you're a basic Origins member. I don't get it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is it like this? It made me sign into EA Origins when I logged in. I was like, I didn't even know I had a fucking account.
Mine
I guess
was already
from
signed
Sims
in.
I did. Possibly.
Mine already was signed in. I didn't get anything that said please sign in.
Yeah.
Like yours, you got a hey, please change your password. I
That's
didn't
right.
even know I was signing in. I'm trying to think what EA game have I played?
I know, I can't
I
even.
guess the Battlefront demo. I only play EA's demos. It sounds like,
I'm a big fan of EA's demos these days.
but I like that it's a demo. I like that they said here, give it a shot because I
Yeah.
think this game needed that. It's only gotten bad press in my opinion.
I thought it did okay at E3.
It looks good. I think it shows well, like, but everybody kind of then thinks, like, they watch it and they go, oh, wow, and then they sit back and they go,
Right.
it looks good, but,
Yeah.
okay, so what's the genre?
Iron Man.
No.
Okay, first person shooter, flyer, action adventure,
It's third person.
Destiny-like.
Yeah, see, that's what I was
third
looking for there.
person.
Destiny-like.
Okay. Sorry, not first person shooter. Third person shooter.
Yeah. But I think the Destiny-like is the key. And do you think
yes.
that'll become a genre, or is that a loot shooter? Is that what people are calling
Oh
it?
god, I don't want to call it that. I mean,
To
sure.
me,
fine.
Borderlands is more of a loot shooter because it's more like Diablo, where there's just tons of loot constantly. This doesn't feel like tons of loot constantly.
Yeah, but it's a little
Got
bit
loot, I
about
guess.
that. I mean, it seems like it wants you to care about that. I care about that within the game.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But I just mean,
And there's like tiers of your armor there's like tiers of loot, so you have like rare, legendary. So clearly they want you to like want that
this
stuff.
is a lot more like... Wait, can you get helmets? We didn't get any armor pieces, right? From drops?
You cannot get armor pieces.
You sure?
I mean, I think the only thing about armor is from what the demo has shown, it's just vanity, and you can buy it with real money. I have no idea if you can buy it with fake money or earn it.
That makes
through
it
the
more
quest.
like Borderlands then. I mean, not for the real money, but there's only cosmetic armor in Borderlands.
Right, and you really just are collecting guns and grenade types and whatever else you're equipping to your dude as far as like offensive capabilities.
I feel like
It is more like Borderlands because you also was Destiny more of the armor.
Destiny has tons of armor.
Yeah,
stuff,
so it's more like Borderlands because also it had the components, sort of like in Borderlands, when like, okay, this expands like your armor
right.
percentage. Same thing with this game.
Okay, let's talk about the factors. What is the type of co-op?
Online only.
Yeah.
And it's also always online.
Always online.
And some things are forced multiplayer. The strongholds and the free play are forced as in public multiplayer. So if there's only two of you, if just me and Craig are playing, it will force two other people to come in. Now, we just played the stronghold today, and we started out with a fourth random person. And then at some point they just dropped out and no one else came in. And I'm curious if it was possible for anyone else to come in.
I don't think so, really, just
because
no one did.
I don't know.
It seems like someone was playing this. Like,
but the missions, it was possible. So if you did the story missions and left it open, like privacy settings open to public, people could drop in and come in, drop out and come in.
Yeah, something that really bugged me about this. We were playing three of us. Three of us are ready to go. I set it. It's automatically the party is public. I went down and made it private. Then when you hit go, launch the mission, it says, hey, you're private. Do you want to go public? And if you hit, it's like, are you sure you want to be private or whatever? And X is no, please make this public. So it's kind of a trick in a way if you don't read it fast.
It's like Japanese controller version.
Yeah, right? And like circle was, please keep me private.
That's
so
stupid.
If I went out of my way to make it be private, I'm pretty sure I want it to be private.
Yeah, that's weird. It really is like, we want you to play with random people.
It felt a little like, okay, thanks. Like,
right.
I would understand if it started private, like if I had left it private or something from the last mission,
right?
Maybe. But this is like, I just changed it and now you fucked me.
And our experience with random people was mostly negative. Either they were like going really fast and teleporting us all over the place, because also that's an annoying thing that happens. You get teleported when someone gets farther in the story than you are on the map. Or they would just drop out and then we'd be out of person. Or they would make the mission a lot harder and there'd be no way to strategize with them.
Right.
Because we're not on voice chat with anyone online.
Which I think you could do, but I'm not.
I didn't even hear anyone even try,
Right.
and maybe we needed some sort of setting to be on, but
regardless,
I have no
I'll
idea.
never be in public voice chat again if I don't have to be.
Right, it's just not
but
fun.
It wasn't all negative with randoms, because Big Cheaper 67, or I don't know what his name was.
That one guy, yeah.
There was a puzzle at one point where you have to find a color somewhere on a wall and then change your lock that's closest to that color. And I was just standing at the lock, like pressing it over and over again because I didn't know what to do. Then he came and like shot the wall, like where the color was, then shot the thing. Like, he was showing me.
Right.
And he was a level 15, and he was like he looked like really cool. So.
Shouts out to that guy.
Yeah, but I wanted to know, is that a developer? And
right.
He's trying to like make sure people are having fun with this? Or is this just it could just be a mega fan who's like, this game better succeed. I better help people. I better help people have fun.
It could just be a nice guy.
Those exist.
Probably not.
Control scheme. How do you play this thing?
Just your typical PS4 controller. That's it.
No motion controls.
I'm not a fan of how the menus are segregated into, this is normal for most PS4 games, but you'll have the option button, start button,
Yeah.
and then the big old touch button in the middle, and I keep forgetting what's on what, and it's really
Especially
frustrating.
in this one.
Yeah.
This one I find it to be...
Because there's just multiple... Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I've never had this problem in a game, where if it's
Red Dead
segregated, it
was-
makes sense.
Red
to me.
Dead, the
Red Dead makes
segregation
sense.
was start is like options. Start is like...
Yeah, it's more like game options, less than like your inventory and like inner game options.
And you could still get there, I think, from start, but you could just hit the D-pad or
Right.
touchpad, the big old button, and
Big old baby.
that would give you like maps and stuff. I don't know.
And this
But
one, it's really
I
strange.
couldn't even tell you. And the menu layout is like this weird diagonal.
Yeah.
Circle will take you back sometimes, but other times you just need to go left and right, but it really doesn't look like that.
I'm not a fan.
I don't know. I don't like it. Shared loot or XP?
No.
Nope.
No. You basically...
Maybe XP.
all
Maybe if you get
the-
a kill, I'm getting XP.
I don't think so.
That's true because I
We
leveled
were
up
at very
faster.
different levels.
I was doing these challenge things though, just by accident.
Well, that's just, yeah, me too. And that's
Okay.
just like kill 10 people with this brand of gun. So, yeah, nothing's shared and you get your own loot. So, if, you kill a boss, everyone's getting their own stuff and it's random. So, I'll get one blue, one common item, one blue, and then you'll get 3 commons or something. So, that seems very, who knows what you're going to get, but we're not sharing any of that.
Friendly fire.
I don't think so. I think at one time I ran into one of us and I bumped him and then I was like, oh, excuse me, and just kept going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, my fault, ma'am. Step aside.
Other than that, I never tried to shoot each other. I guess we should have tried, but I doubt
would
it.
assume there's not. I don't even know if my explosions.
I know, definitely not. Because I was there's different classes in this game, just to say. So we decided to all play a different one just to try them out. And I was the Storm class, which is basically like the sorcerer guy, and I was doing magic attacks from afar. And yeah, I'm pretty sure nothing I did hurt you.
And then I was
Colossus, right?
Sentinel.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
don't
thought
remember.
it was called Colossus.
I was the big dude, the big
He was the
armor
big
tank guy.
You didn't really like him.
No, I didn't mind him so much once I got rid of. When I first switched to him, I also switched to a grenade launcher weapon and an autocannon weapon. And the autocannon is like a railgun or minigun, whatever, that has to spin up, like that classic, like, and that was so fucking annoying. And then the grenade launcher maybe it was just this specific grenade launcher, but the grenades were triggerable by me. I would fire it with R2, and I could trigger the grenade with L2. Except the grenade is a very, very, very small, barely red item on the ground. So and they bounce. So I would shoot at a guy and it would be way past him by the time I triggered it.
Right.
So the first time I used that class, it was just horrible. I got kind of used to it once I switched back to sniper rifle and auto rifle or whatever I was using.
Right.
I really like his abilities of his shield is, I don't have a shield. I have a shield. I have a physical shield I can
Right,
pull
but you
out.
don't have shield aura.
But I don't have a rechargeable shield. So anytime I'm low on health and it doesn't recharge much. So I'm screwed. You have to kill a guy to find some health.
I really liked the Storm class myself. I thought it was really fun just to you get better hover capability. So I'm just hovering over everyone, just shooting down with my ice and my fire and my
Was it
guns
you
and my
doing the
sniper.
ice then? That was you?
Yes.
That was cool.
So I could freeze people. I felt like a much more of an assistive class, but also I could do heavy damage because I'd hover away and then snipe people from afar. And it was really fun. I actually had much more fun than I thought I would. Because we talked about this some episodes ago. I was not interested in this game. And you were much more interested than I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'll try the demo. That's a great way to get people to try it because I'm not going to spend $60 on a game like this that I usually don't enjoy. And I liked it. And I know what you said about Destiny being sort of the better version of this in some ways.
Yeah.
To you, as far as the gun combat, because the flying is
She kept saying,
original
wow,
this.
this wizard is so cool. And I was like, it's just the warlock from Destiny.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, there's obviously differences between the two games, but I don't know. We'll kind of get into that. But yeah, because you haven't played Destiny is interesting that it made you were more interested in this game. We flip-flopped.
Right, we
Sorta.
did. We did.
I went into this not excited, but I was like, I want to try it. I want to give it a chance. And I left
You
it
were really excited when it first was announced. You were all about it. You're like,
Yeah.
we are playing this game.
And then
then
I found out
slowly-
that it was just Destiny. The
Yeah.
structure is just Destiny. And I was like, oh, I guess not. But I'm still excited to play this demo and
Meaning gameplay loop is, go on a mission, come back to the hub and earn loot, and then go on the same mission to earn more loot. And I get bored of that too. So I know even if I got this game, I think we agreed we would get this if it was on sale. At the end of the day,
I think
I
I
would
would
play this game.
Yeah.
Because, it wasn't, I was afraid it would be too hard. Not hard in a normal way, but hard in the way that I'm not gonna have fun with it. I don't like some certain shooters. I didn't really like Borderlands for that reason. I like this better than Borderlands as far as combat.
Mm-hmm. Destiny feels so good in your hands. The guns feel really satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And then so to be playing this is it's good, but
Right.
I mean,
But you'd rather play Destiny.
it isn't bad, but if I'm gonna play this type of
Flying
game,
is really cool.
the flying is the coolest thing it has.
The
It's
fact that you
thing-
can just fly out of the way
Yeah.
and regroup or just fly to things makes it really fun. And hover around, That is really unique.
And your
cool.
hover was like kind of infinite, right? As the
A
warlock
little bit. Like
or
it
the
could.
wizard?
It just had a very long duration. I would say like 3 minutes.
That's cool.
So and I would touch down every so often. So.
There were complaints of like, it's a flying game. That's like the hype. That's the thing they hype the most, and yet you have a time limit on your jetpack before it has to cool down. But like, you're obviously gonna get items that increase the cooldown or the time that you can fly, and also you can fly for about, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Then you can land on the ground before
and like
you
pretty
overheat,
much immediately recharge.
sprint for about 5 steps, and then jump in the air and fly. So.
It's not as bad as it was when we first started playing for me.
Yeah. Once you get kind of used to it, I think you get...
Plus, I felt better when I had the hover.
Yeah.
So.
Progression, things to unlock, that's kind of covered it. You're getting loot, you're getting guns,
Right.
you're getting accessories.
But there's nothing else besides that.
Yeah, there's not... I mean, you just unlock the next raid or mission or stronghold or whatever. But eventually... So there's only 3 strongholds in the final game currently. Obviously, this game will be one of those living games where it will be constantly being updated, or at least I assume that's the plan. But at launch, it's just like Destiny, probably not going to have a lot to do once you do it.
Right. And I will say, as far as the demo goes, I didn't really like it because it felt, at the beginning, it was very overwhelming. It just sort of like threw everything at you. It was like, go do a thing. And you're like, what is this world? I'm so confused. How do I fly?
And if you're public, it was just us when we first turned it on. So the other 2 people that it forced us to play with just took off, and then we would be teleported. So the next category is interruptive actions. This one's got a pretty bad one.
Yeah, there's a lot of loading screens within one mission.
Punishingly long.
Yeah.
And if you aren't... I don't get it. I still don't get it. Okay, Grace is running ahead. Grace gets to the next point. You don't get a loading screen, right?
No. It depends.
Oh my God.
So some missions have like different areas. So like you're from an open world, you're going to a cave. That will be a loading screen. But sometimes it will just activate the next like story point. So the next like objective. And that's when it will load you guys in.
So it'll suck me forward.
Right.
But it's pretty quick.
And it really just decides as soon as that happens, because I was getting close to Craig and I was running forward and it starts to load me. I'm like, no, I'm really close. And then it loads me anyway. And I was like right there.
And then it pushes you ahead of me. Like I stopped. I was like, okay, this is the chamber. This is the thing we just played. We just did the stronghold. I was like, there's a big old spider right there. I'm going to stop here. She gets loaded and zoom, she's sucked up close to the spider. Like what? But we were strategizing.
I just don't understand why there needs to be loading screens at all during a mission, like during a thing. There should just be no loading screens.
I was on the fence about it at first of like, well, I like that it forces players who are lollygagging to get into the combat because you need as many people as you can fighting. But it ended up becoming so annoying that it's not worth it.
I'm okay if it wants to teleport you, but it needs to be almost instant. There can't be a loading screen that gets you taken away from the action.
And I feel like it'd be cool if there was a 10-second timer or even 5 seconds. I think there is maybe 5 or 3, but it's quick.
Very short.
And there was also a part where we loaded into a little chamber, a dead end, and all it was like press a button, and then we left. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, why was that a loading screen? Now maybe there's a secret door that opens later in another mission.
It does. That you can come back to that. You come back to that later.
But still, it was like, why did we load this little tunnel?
Yeah.
I don't know. Very weird. But that is probably the most interruptive thing that happens without intentionally being frozen and
the
stuff.
servers. Yeah. I mean, last night we were having some issues where the servers were dropping and we were erroring out multiple times during a story mission.
Yeah.
And Craig wasn't. Like, it was 2 of us who were online on his mission, and we were airing out at the same time.
And it wasn't just an error. It wasn't just servers are busy, back to the message. It was a crash.
Yeah.
The game crash. And it's very confusing.
It wasn't a hard crash. That was a soft crash because you'd go back to this title screen. It wouldn't crash the whole PS4.
Oh, well, it turned blue. It did the blue thing.
It did the blue thing, but then it would just go to the title screen and say, do you want to come back? At least you could come back into the same mission. You weren't kicked forever, which is good because we got to finish it. But it was still like, what the hell is happening?
But yeah, what's
it is
weird
a demo,
about that is, hold on. We're always online. So aren't we all connecting to a server? So why am I not getting kicked off?
Yeah, that was weird.
And I would hate for it to come out that it's actually I'm hosting that game. Like I'm the,
Right.
That would be bad if they did that. And then they're forcing you to play always online.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of always online games.
Yeah, maybe I don't feel like this game has to be always online.
It doesn't. It could just be let me host.
Right. Well, especially in times when you don't want to play with random people. But like I said, it forces you in a stronghold, if you don't have a full team of 4 people that you know, to have somebody else there. And maybe that person just drops out and then you're screwed. It's like, cool, like, why did we start with you anyway?
Yeah. And I understand why games get made always online. Like, it helps big time against piracy, and it helps you manage your player base a lot easier. But dude, I hate knowing a game I love will go away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. That's a scary thing, because it's like, okay, well, this isn't permanent.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a weird feel. Like, I don't know. I have the Destiny, like, I got Destiny 1 at launch, right? I have the disc. Someday, and it might even be now, I don't know. No, Destiny's probably still running. But someday that disc will be useless. A game I put tens of hours into
Still a lot.
will be gone.
Right.
And I'll never be able to play it. That's lame.
It's a bummer.
Difficulty of the co-op.
I don't know. I mean, the stronghold was the hardest thing, for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was pretty similar. I mean, difficulty of the co-op. We don't really get in each other's way. We are strategizing. We do have to somewhat strategize, because if we get kind of, it very much is hard when you're isolated, because you have some strengths and weaknesses. So if Craig was stuck in a place alone, or if I was stuck in a place alone, it'd be difficult. If we're working together, it's a lot easier. So
you really had to clump.
The game definitely wants you to be cooperative, for sure. But I don't think it's very hard to be cooperative. Once we're together, it's fun. Like, okay, I'm shooting the freezies and he's getting frozen, and Craig's using his big womp. I don't know. We had
the wombo combo.
Wombo combo.
When we had Grace and I, the game felt doable and not hard. And then when a third or fourth would join, it ended up being like kind of overwhelming amount of enemies.
Yeah, scaled the difficulty quite a bit.
Yeah, almost too much. Like, the scaling is wrong.
Right.
But
it might be.
But I don't find it. It wasn't
impossible.
Punishingly hard. It was just
no. We
hard.
lost. We wiped one time in the stronghold, and that was really annoying, because you had to start all the way over again. But after that, we didn't wipe again. And I was like, okay, well, it wasn't too bad.
And we wiped
then.
in the first little puzzle room, and I think you would just have to restart the whole
we don't know
segment.
for sure, because
we don't know for
again.
sure. But we don't know for sure.
I would hope there was some sort of checkpoint.
Yeah,
that would really be bad.
Yeah. Oof. That's how Destiny used to be, and maybe still is. I don't know. I never did raids.
Really?
But, like, maybe not anymore. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, though, it's like, oh, we died. We're done for. We have to start over. So, what are your feelings about
what are my feelings in general? Oh, Anthem. I feel I had more fun than I thought I would. I feel I would play this game for a lower price. I wouldn't spend $60 on it now. I feel hesitant, especially because of what you said about how this is the gameplay loop. The story interests me somewhat more than I thought it would. I thought the little story they give you in the first 3 missions was interesting. The guy who's like cloning himself or being cloned, and I don't know.
You got divided. No, what they say? Division? I think they said division.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel ambivalent, I think, mostly. I don't
think it needs to have that single player hub world thing, because the hub world is wholly uninteresting. It's just straight lines, which if you like really extrapolate what you're doing in this first person town, if you're walking down an alley, how is that any different? Like, if you start here and you're walking to go to your computer to change your gear, it's like if you press down on the D-pad to go to the next menu button, and it just took 3 minutes.
So you think it should have just been a menu?
I don't know why it has to be a hub world. I know, okay, yes, you go talk to people and you see your story stuff happen, but
right,
why?
That's why.
I don't want to do that. Just show me the story. Just show me. Okay, you just show a cutscene of me landing, and then show Matthias come out. It's like, you got the things for me, thanks. Here, right. And then I don't need to walk around this world now.
Especially because you're slow in the hub.
Yeah. Oh my god. I get what. Yeah. No, I don't like it. It doesn't have to happen now. Maybe there's something, but this demo is the thing we're talking about is the demo. It did not prove that this needs to have that hub world thing. At least in Destiny, the tower is other people, so you're kind of interacting in quotes.
Right.
2 things kind of kill the immersion for me.
What immersion?
When you kill an enemy, the server.
Oh yeah.
Almost before, let's say you shoot him up in the air and he's falling down, his body is wiped from the
really quickly.
There's no corpse. Almost before he hits the ground.
Yeah.
And in some cases, I even saw wildlife kind of despawning as we're getting close. Like, obviously, the servers have to maintain,
And it also could be a demo thing.
It could be. But it was very like, whoa, can I at least see some bodies on the ground? Like, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
And then also, when you pick up, like, the diamonds that signify this as loot, when you pick it up, it takes, I'd say, 5 seconds before it pops up on your HUD that you picked anything up. And it really needs a more satisfying, like loot, like, you know.
Like a good ding.
Yeah. Like
sparkle noise.
when I run over that diamond, it should like pop and then like
confetti.
Almost immediately pop up on my screen of like rare loot or whatever.
Right.
Because the way it is now is you pick it up and then you keep running. You're like, wait, did I pick it up? Oh,
yeah.
And then it pops up over on the side.
Yeah, I have the same complaint with picking up ammo and health. I mean, it's fine that you don't have to be touching it. You can be like 2 feet looking like, you know, relatively to it and pick it up, but then I'm confused. I'm like, did I pick that up? I guess I did. It's not there anymore. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't really get that.
I don't know what it's obviously supposed to be.
I wish it would be sucked in. If it's gonna be something I don't have to touch, which is good, it's less work, then
You gotta
have it be
see
sucked
something.
into me,
You have to
know?
see it.
Right. I
Yeah.
have to see it like come to me.
Like
it
even
just
if your
disappears.
screen like, and maybe it does and it's not good enough for us to have noticed. Like if you pick up ammo, maybe like the screen has to like turn blue on the sides more.
Right. I mean, the only thing you see is your ammo going up or your health going up, but that's it. And it's not really enough for me to like realize that I got something.
Yeah.
I kind of get confused.
The tactileness of it, I guess. And then something else that really felt wrong about it and could be changed. The frame rate for me was hard to deal with. Like
It felt like mine wasn't too bad, but maybe I don't notice those things as much.
I'm not even that big of a frame rate snob, but there was something about the like lagginess of this, of like kind of like, you know how people complained about The Hobbit looking weird because it was shot in 60 frames per second and aired that way or whatever?
Yes.
It kind of felt like I'm used to 60 frames per second and now you're showing me lower frame. Like, I don't even know how to explain because this doesn't usually bother me.
I really didn't notice anything.
But also, in the same sense, I did turn off the motion blur. So the motion blur
Maybe
could
that
have
made it
been
worse.
masking frame rate problems, right? Like the motion blur had to be on to make it look smoother. But my eyes already motion blur things. That's just what eyes do. So I don't really need that on.
I didn't mind the motion blur. I kept it on.
I turn off, if I can in games, I turn off camera bouncing, like the HUD bobbing with your head. And I turn off motion blur because I just want to see things. I don't need effects.
Right.
But yeah, overall.
Should we give this a rating because it's a demo?
No, I don't think we should.
No, I don't think we should either. I was just thinking about that. I think we should just say, like, I would consider playing this, but I'm not going to buy it on launch.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I'd like to see where they go with it.
Which is better than, which to say is much better than I thought about it at the beginning.
That's what interests me most about this is I even said when we started this, like, we're trying to demo because I want people to play this with me. I want this demo to convince people it's good. And now you're like, yeah, I definitely want to play.
It did convince me. Even though I don't even think it was that great of a demo. It was a good enough demo to convince me to go like, I'd play this game. But now you're like, yeah, I'm not into it.
It's not bad. It's good, but is it good enough? Because
and maybe we'll hear differently after launch, and that's why I want to wait. Maybe people will be like really buzzing about something, and maybe we'll pick it up. But it's like not the kind of thing I'm interested to get right now, right this second. You know,
it's like better than I expected because I had kind of low expectations despite being excited to try it. But it's just
not quite there.
Good.
Yeah. And it's also not my kind of game, so not the kind of game I'd pick up anyway. Usually, so
I guess if there were no other things that I was looking forward to. Maybe we could do it.
We have so many co-op games right now that we're like getting and looking forward to getting that it's like not even close to necessary.
Right. Snacks?
Potato soup. We made potato soup today. I'm really excited about it. He's never had potato soup. Can you believe that?
I don't. It's just mashed potatoes. It looks like.
Yes, and you love potatoes, so it's gonna be great. I would say like Chex Mix is pretty good. Something quick because you can't really pause. I like Chex Mix. I like Too Much Stuff Oreos. What's it called? We got these Oreos. What is it?
It's
not
the
Mega
limited
Stuff.
edition Most Stuff Ever.
Most Stuff Ever.
It might just be the Most Stuff.
Mega Stuff is not as much as Most Stuff Ever, right? Most Stuff.
Right. This is a Mega Stuff with a double stuff on top.
Most Stuff spelled MOSTSTUF.
If you want to Google, because you couldn't just Google Oreo Most
Well,
Stuff.
the fact that it's not STUFF. Anyway, that's what I would
branding,
choose.
Dude. Those are very good. A little ridiculous, and that's, I think, part of why I like them.
It's part of the appeal. I think Oreos always are going for that shock factor. Do you remember the disgusting Dr. Pepper ones?
They had Pop Rocks crunched up in them, right?
They taste a little bit like medicine.
Yeah, those were
really bad.
Yeah.
Why do we buy so many Oreos?
Yeah, we buy a lot of Oreos. They got a new carrot cake one that I don't want to try because I don't like carrot cake.
How can you not like carrot cake?
Vegetables for dessert?
Have you
What?
tried it?
Yeah, it
It's
tastes
sweet.
like it's
You can feel like you're
sweet.
being healthy and eating something delicious at the same time.
No,
That's
it
not true. That's not true.
tastes too like grandma-y.
Yes, but sometimes grandma tastes okay.
No, I'm not
I mean,
a grandma.
that sounded weird, but you know what I mean. Like things your grandma makes you. Cookies.
My grandma didn't cook that much, so
Oh.
she didn't make me anything. Okay, let's head into the final segment and then get on out of here and start our next co-op journey. Because we beat Monster Hunter. Did we say that?
We beat Monster Hunter.
We're not done with it,
Yay!
but we did beat it finally. So we're going to do a part 2 eventually.
Yes.
So today, instead of news or armchair co-op game design, I was looking at cooptimus.com, which is a website you should check out. It's like a all co-op. I get a lot of my news stuff there when we do a news segment. But I noticed they have for their 11th birthday, they have a favorite co-op game of all time poll going on right now. So I just wanted to quickly run down what the leaderboard is. It looks like it's the top 15 maybe.
And you should go vote because that's a cool idea.
Yeah, and I just want to see, like, have we played it? Would we play it? Whatever.
I went on and voted. I voted for Divinity.
Oh, you already looked?
Yeah,
Okay.
I retweeted this a while ago, actually,
Oh,
last week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't mention it to you, but you found it.
Yeah, I
so
found it.
Congrats.
So here we go. In first place with 11.9% of the vote currently. So
What's
probably
the
going to
vote
win.
currently? Does it say? Like, how many people have voted in this?
Doesn't say. If I vote, maybe it does. Hold on, I'm going to vote live. Live voting for Divinity Original Sin 2. Vote. Thanks for voting. Nope, doesn't tell you.
All right, well, that's
Okay.
all right.
In first place, 11.9%. Borderlands 2.
Disappointing.
No, that makes a lot of sense. That is a very good co-op game. You've just had poor
When we go back to
experiences.
re-rank these, we'll have some discussions about this.
In second place, 6.2% of the vote. Full Metal Furies, a game I've never heard of.
Me neither. I guess we need to play it.
It's a beat 'em up, so maybe I won't like it.
But it's second
Unless
place
it's-
on the co-op
Unless,
poll.
yeah, if it's a 2D beat 'em up, I'm not gonna like it. But if it's a 3D beat 'em up, I'm gonna like it. Second, oh my God, sorry, all these numbers. There's numbers next to the numbers. 4% of the vote. Third place, Left 4 Dead 2. That makes sense.
That makes sense. I like that game and I want to revisit it because I remember really having fun with that.
Yeah, dude, they should do a 3.
They should.
Like, come on.
Valve doesn't really make games anymore, man.
They made
really
Artifact, and it bombed hard.
The fuck is Artifact?
Their card game
There you
made
go.
by the guy who made
Tells
Magic.
you everything you need to know. Yeah, but
And
it
it's-
bombed hard. Did you
dude,
like it?
I haven't played it. I'm not playing it until they fix the. You have to spend
Did
20.
you buy it?
Stop. Listen to me. No, because of how
Thank
stupid
God.
this is. You have to spend $20. Now it's not stupid if you compare it to the real world. I get it. You have to spend $20
For
and
digital cards.
you get your card deck. And then if you want to buy more, you have to fucking buy them. Every other card game in the world is free to play, and you earn some gold or you could spend money. You know.
But this doesn't give you...
This you have to buy a booster, which yeah, that's how the real world works. But in the real world, I'm getting a card.
Right, you have physical cards.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
That's
your
lame.
Artifact
And-
review for today.
And it's fallen under like 1,000 players. Like it's no one is playing it, and it's their first game in what 13 years or something. You know.
Yeah, Valve's kind of dead.
So
Sorry,
it seems like they
Half-Life
should
people.
do Left 4 Dead 3 and save
They
themselves.
ain't doing any of that. They ain't doing
Fourth place, A Way Out, 3.4% of the vote.
That's pretty good.
Fifth place, 3.4% of the vote. Diablo.
So some of these are very like polarized.
Yeah,
The votes are spread out on a large.
Borderlands has the biggest gap between, from
That's-
6 to 12 basically, and then the rest is 2, 0, 0, 0 because A Way Out, Diablo, and Portal 2 are all tied
Ooh,
with
Portal
3.4.
2 is a good one. We should play Portal 2, dude.
I-
I never finished it because I
Really?
played it. Me and my brother started it, and anyone out there with siblings know it's very rare when you finish a co-op game with your sibling because shit goes down. So
I beat it. So
Did you?
and there was like some side challenge stuff too that I beat. I really like that game, so I would.
Would you
Can
consider
play
playing
it
it with
on
me?
PS4?
You probably would have forgotten the puzzles by now.
Oh yeah, but there's something about Portal. I really like Portal. I'm not talking shit. There's something about Portal where once you figure out how the puzzles work, you kind of can jam right through it. In my opinion,
Is that bad?
I don't know. It never made me feel. I mean, I guess it did. We'll have to play it again and review it. But I remember once my brain wrapped around it.
Well, you're so smart then, I guess.
That's really not what I was trying to say, but
Oh, I'm not good at puzzle games, so I feel bad now.
5th place. I don't know what place we're at anymore. The next one under Portal 2 is Divinity Original Sin 2 with 2.8%.
Yay.
Castle Crashers,
That's a good one.
Overcooked, Destiny, Doom, which I didn't know
How far are we
was.
going on this list?
It's not. I said there's only 15
Oh.
or
I
it's
didn't-
20. I don't
No,
know.
you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said it's top 15 or something. There's no
Oh.
numbers. Doom, Halo, Halo 3, Division 2. That feels unfair. That game's not out yet.
Really? Wait, what?
Division 2
It's
is
in
not out
early
yet.
access, isn't it?
Division 2 is not early. It's just a game.
What the fuck is? I'm
Maybe
confused.
like early access to VIP members, like this
I
Anthem
thought
shit.
Division 2 is that the one where like they had the really ominous EA? Was that at E3 last year?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah.
It's not EA.
No,
It's
I
Ubisoft.
know it's not
Okay.
EA. I meant E3.
And then the bottom of this current list is Borderlands 1.
Okay,
I think that's a good list of co-op stuff. Now,
it's not a bad list.
it's kind of the obvious ones, but that's why they're the obvious
Monster
ones,
Hunter
right?
World should be on that list.
That's the thing. I guess Divinity being on here is exciting.
That is exciting.
But most of
because-
these are like, yeah, that's the... Well, we discovered a game, Full Metal Furies, we're going to have to look into.
Yeah,
But most of them are like, oh, yeah, that's
that's
the
a game.
ones everybody says when you say the word co-op. Okay, that was cool. I like this. I'm excited to see when this... where this
Keep
shakes.
voting so we can see like who gets up there.
Yeah, go vote and let's add weird stuff to it.
Yeah.
Put like Hamtaro, race adventure from DS
We need like
or
some
something.
old games on there, like Crystal Chronicles, Four
Yeah,
Swords.
but okay, maybe Four Swords.
Dude, Four
But
Swords
Crystal
is-
Chronicles, from what you've told me, does not deserve to be on here.
I just have nostalgia for it, I guess.
Yeah, but
No, it
I
probably
agree.
doesn't.
There's probably some stuff we're not,
Old games need to be on there.
Yeah. Doom is on here.
That's true.
It says 360 and classic. I didn't think Doom was co-op. I don't know much about Doom.
Me neither. I'm not a Doom fan.
Anyways, can you tell me about an indie game that we might not know about that's co-op that someday might make it on said list?
I could, Craig, and let me start with this. No, that wasn't good. I'm sorry. Okay, so the game I've been hearing about for the past couple weeks is a game called Project Winter, which just went into early access on Steam. But essentially, it's an 8-person multiplayer game where you and your compatriots are sort of stuck in this snowy mountain landscape, and you're trying to survive together. And that means killing animals, gathering resources, blah blah blah. You get it. But the gimmick is that there are traitors within the midst trying to sabotage your journey, and their mission is, and there's multiple traitors. Their mission is to also, they know who each other
Right.
are,
It's like
and they need
Werewolf
to
or whatever.
work. Wait, what? It's like what?
That game Werewolf or whatever.
I've never played it. They need to work together.
Or
They
like
need
one
to
of
work
those-
together to sabotage the survivors from escaping, but the survivors don't know they're traitors. So it looks really cute. I
Now-
love the art style.
Does it say anything about like how long is a game? Because you need 8 people. to be-
I'm not actually sure how long a game is.
Because you need 8 people to be playing all at once, right?
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
if you actually need 8 people. I've never played this.
You're right.
So
Yeah, these are games. This is sort of a new segment. These are games that we got our eye on, and we want to highlight.
and usually I haven't
And
usually I haven't played them.
I think we'll always never have played them, right?
Yeah, most of the time. So yeah, it's an early access on Steam. I think you should check it out. When I watched the trailer, I really like the way it looks and the little people, and I think it looks fun. I heard it's pretty good.
It's in early. Is it coming to anything but PC?
I'm not sure. I think
Okay.
right now it's just a Steam supported game, but
Should
we'll
we-
see. Who
should we
knows?
get it?
I don't know. I
Sounds
would want
kinda
to
fun.
try
Right.
actually. I would try it if I could run it on my computer. I probably could. So I would try it.
That sounds kind of cool, actually. What's the name of it again?
Project Winter.
Project Winter. Go look it up. And if you want to look us up, where can they do that?
You can find us at Twitter at Saves Together, and that's where we post most of our updates and podcasts when they go up. We are basically on every podcast site out there. We're also on YouTube, where we put our podcast video versions on there, and you can find that link on Twitter. And we're also at Instagram at Saves Together.
Twitter, Instagram.
YouTube.
Those are the main ones. YouTube's
Yeah.
not that main.
YouTube, we just put our what do you call them?
I don't know.
Video podcasts. We just put our video podcasts up there.
Nice. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Catch us on the flip side. I was trying to think of something Anthem related to say goodbye with. I need to.
Let me think. Fly. Let's fly on out of here
Let's fly on out of
for
here.
about 20 seconds.
And our
before we
javelin.
overheat. Let's overheat this podcast and turn it off.
Beep, beep, beep. That's the sound of me overheating.
That was it cooling down. The podcast jumped in water. I didn't play the whole Vanguard thing, or whatever it's called, Stronghold. I didn't play with sound because I don't know what happened. There was zero sound coming out of my PlayStation, so now I'm just making sound effects more than I usually do for everything.
That's possible.
Yeah, surprising.
All right. See you later.
Goodbye.